Sutra 4. The world is not as it appears to you. The world is how your thoughts are. We have seen so far that things happening in your life are because of the following: your positive orders, past positive thoughts; your negative orders, past negative thoughts. It is time now to understand that things are also happening in your life because of your prayers, higher orders, your deficiencies, what is negative within you. So far you have understood that positive things happen because of your positive orders and the negative because of your negative orders. But what seems negative may be happening because of your higher prayers too. Thus, if you have passed an order that you should grow very quickly in your career, you may be thrown into challenges. While you may have called the resulting stress negative, it has come as a result of your prayers, your higher orders. Also, understand that what you end up attracting in your life are events that mirror the deficiencies within you. To understand this, you must know a very important thought rule. The world is not as it appears to you. The world is how your thoughts are. The corollary to this thought rule is: the world is a system to answer your prayers and mirror your deficiencies. This is how the world is a mirror. If you are unhappy that you do not get help from others, it means somewhere you are not helping yourself. If people are rude to you, it does not necessarily mean that you are rude to others. It does mean that you are possibly rude to yourself. You would have come across incidents where students are calm in one teacher's class, whereas they bring the roof down in another teacher's class. The key is not how the students are, but how the teacher is with herself. The first teacher listens to herself. Automatically, as the world is a mirror, others listen to her. The second teacher is likely to be someone who is not committed to herself. So, automatically, others do not take her seriously. What happens in the outside world is a mirror of what is inside. When someone takes you for granted, it is a great opportunity for you to dive within and see where you take yourself for granted. Then stop taking yourself for granted. Change in the external world will automatically manifest as a result of the internal change. Your world is a screen upon which you project your mental traits, unresolved emotions, and deficiencies. Therefore, what you see as the world is a reflection of what you project. There is not an absolute world out there. Rather, it is your own personalized world that you are constantly shaping as you go through life. People, situations, the weather, everything that you experience are shaded by your perception and are projections of what is held deep within your mind. You shape personalities for the people around you by using building blocks present within your own mind. This happens on its own without your conscious awareness, and you end up criticizing people for shortcomings that are merely a projection of your own deficiencies. You experience your own unresolved emotions by unknowingly projecting them on people, so that it appears to you as though they are enacting or setting off those emotions. Though it may seem unbelievable, you are actually attracting situations and people into your daily life according to the emotions, traits, and deficiencies that you harbor within your mind. You get lost in the external details to such an extent that you don't realize they are only living pictures of what lies buried within your mind. External situations are not the cause, but rather a reflection of what we hold within. Different people react to the same situations in different ways. Why is that so? It's because they are projecting or superimposing their own personal mental baggage on the same screen, and then watching the scene through their own personal mental filters that distorts the picture of reality. If you have anger inside you, you will see and hold others as the reason for making you angry. You will also tend to see more anger in others and believe that they are unnecessarily angry towards you when it is not your fault. The true problem is that you are angry with yourself, and so you perceive others as angry or as the cause of your anger. Another example is that if your biggest complaint is that others are not committed, it possibly means that somewhere you are not committed to yourself. Since a lack of commitment is an issue from within, you project and complain that most people are not committed. There are leaders for whom people have an enormous amount of respect, love, and commitment. This is because these leaders are committed to themselves, and lack of commitment is a non-issue for them, within them. As a result, they do not see a lack of commitment in others, and automatically people are committed to them. If you have understanding and awareness about this projection that is constantly happening in your daily life, you can utilize these situations to recognize what lies within you. You can open to the possibility of clearing any distortions that exist in your perspective and raise yourself beyond the limitations of past conditioning. Thus, the primary lesson of the fourth thought rule is that your thoughts should not be on the faults of others. We have already seen that what you focus on will magnify on your life. As long as you keep connecting to the source, who you truly are, you will be cleansed of your faults. If you want to wash with soap, you must first remove the soap from its wrapper. Likewise, to attain your highest potential, you have to be removed from your miseries and faults. For that, you must stop focusing on the faults of others, improve yourself, and realize that whatever you see in the other person that is bothering you is actually your own reflection. When resistance against something builds inside you, or in other words, when you have constant complaints about something, you become a non-magnetic piece of brass. Be a magnet instead of a piece of brass. When you harbor complaints about others, immediately focus on what you want and not what you don't want. Suppose your complaint is that your boss or colleague blames you all the time. Immediately focus on the thought, I am surrounded by love and truth, instead of pondering where blame lies. Understand that since blame is within you, this complaint about others has manifested outside. Understanding that the world is a mirror will help you focus precisely what you want to create in your life, instead of focusing on the faults of others.